While chasing down a fugitive, the man placed a beehive inside an air vent. Then he waited by the door with a snare in hand. The moment someone stepped outside, he tackled them to the ground. But when he flipped the person over, he realized it wasn't the fugitive he was after. Just as he stood up, everything went wrong. The real fugitive suddenly appeared, shot him in the chest, slit his throat with a knife, and dragged his body back into the room, stuffing it inside the wall panels of the building. This man was actually a bounty hunter, who made his living capturing wanted criminals. But this time, he was outsmarted. Just when it seemed like he was dead for sure, 3 bloody scratches appeared on his wrist, and he miraculously came back to life. When he realized he was trapped behind the wall, he smashed his way out through the wooden panels. At that point, he still hadn't figured out he was already dead. That was, until he stood in front of a mirror, and saw the gruesome gash across his neck, his windpipe fully exposed. Only then did it hit him, he had died. Suddenly, he heard noise at the door. One of the fugitive's partners had shown up. The moment the man opened the door, he was shock stiff by what he saw. But the bounty hunter didn't kill him right away. Instead, he asked for a cigarette. He wanted to know for sure, was he alive or dead? As smoke leaked out of his exposed windpipe, he realized something truly unnatural had happened to him. To get answers, he tied the man up and tossed him into the trunk. Then he taped up the gruesome wound on his neck. While driving, his neck started to itch. He peeled off the tape to check, and saw the wound was healing itself. He sped home as fast as he could. When he removed the tape again, there wasn't even a scar left. That night, he scoured every source he could find, but found no explanation for what had happened to him. With no other choice, he brought the man in the trunk and went looking for the 2 thugs from the night before. When he found them, they were stunned. They swore he had been dead. When he asked who had sent them to kill him, the thugs just laughed arrogantly, convinced he wouldn't shoot. But just then, a priest suddenly appeared. The bounty hunter thought this was the person behind everything, so he dragged his hostage into a storage room to hide. Peering through a crack in the door, he witnessed something terrifying. The people in the room were lifted into the air, their bodies twisting in impossible ways, and then they died. The one behind it all was none other than the priest from his mother's church. His eyes glowed red, and he began ramming the door with feral rage. The bounty hunter fired several rounds, but it only made the priest more furious. Realizing things were way out of control, he bolted out the back door and ran.